Hello people, welcome back to the YouTube. Another full day of eating, road to 100 kilos as it says in the title. Last time I did this was I think about 2 weeks ago and I was on 3,500 calories. I'll tell you what I weighed as well, bear with.
One eternity later.
So it was actually 3 weeks ago. On that morning I weighed in at 89.6. This morning, fuck me, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. This morning I was 93.8, so about 4 kilos up, kilo a week. We're getting fucking large, I told you. 100 kilos, I'm chasing it down. Now, this is obviously a bit of an aggressive rate of gain, but I want to gain a lot of size during this push-up, so I'm being a bit more aggressive. I push my carries up as well to 3,700, and I keep those the same on training days and non-training days because I'm tracking macros at the moment, and as I touched on in the last video, it's a ball ache to change your calories from training days to non-training days. So instead of having higher calories on a training day and then bringing them down on a rest day, I just keep it consistent across every day. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That's just what I prefer doing whilst tracking macros. If I was following a meal plan, or if I just stopped being a lazy bastard and change it, I would prefer to have higher calories on a training day probably, because obviously when you're training, your expenditure is higher through training. You require more carbohydrates because the demand for those carbohydrates is there from training. Whereas on a rest day, you don't necessarily need as many carbohydrates because you're not training. However, you could counter that argument and say, you know, you need more calories on a training day to recover. So, you know, there's pros and cons to having it both ways. So today you'll see 5 meals spread out. Again, I just kind of wing it based on what I've got in the fridges, make sure that my macros add up. I'll tell you what my macros are now. Why has it logged me out of MyFitnessPal? I don't know how this is happening, but everybody that I speak to is having to pay for the barcode scanner on MyFitnessPal, but for some reason mine hasn't done that. However, it has just logged me out. Oh no, I can still use it. How is that working? Like, I can still use the barcode scanner on MyFitnessPal. Hello. Without having to pay for it. Make it make sense, but I'm taking it either way. So, like I said, calories 3,700, protein 278, carbs 555, fats 41. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy me munching on some good old grub. Meal one. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know exactly what I'm cooking up right now. Air fryer omelette. However, I've made a slight change to this because when I did my blood test last, my cholesterol was a little bit high. So I need to bring my saturated fats down a little bit. So instead of 2 eggs, 1 egg and 100 milligrams or milliliters of egg whites, along with jalapenos, spinach, and usually I have beetroot as well, but I've run out, so no beetroot today. Sad times. So basically I'll bun all these ingredients into a bowl, drizzle over some egg whites. Funny story, I've downed one of these whole before.
Oh my God, that was so funny!
It's not fucking pleasant, I'll tell you that. And then we go in, a little bit of hot sauce, low salt of course, and garlic granules. Now you can get these like air fryer proof plastic trays. So I basically put some fry light down on that and then whack the omelette mix into the tray, I guess you can call it, in the air fryer on the chip mode, so it buzzes at about halfway because then you need to kind of move it around a little bit. 195 degrees for 12 minutes and it comes out crispy and golden. Yeah, it doesn't look too appetizing, does it? Give it 12 minutes and it will look banging. I feel fucking exhausted. This alarm was going off outside of my house at about 4 a.m. Obviously I wake up at 5, but still an hour early. So I've probably only got like 7 hours or less sleep than that. And this alarm, I kid you not, was going off for a good 45 minutes, an hour probably. Not a great start to the day. I'll perk up soon. This is depressing for me. Stop it. You ready for this? Ooh. Banging. Also got meal 2, which is oats and whey. I like to make it allow it to sit on the side, let it cool down, and then eat it because it tastes so much better when it's cool. Put it in the fridge later on as well.
Morning sunshine. How are we?
Second meal of the day, 100 grams of oats, 50 grams of whey, 20 grams of honey, 50 grams of frozen raspberries, 100 grams of frozen sweet cherries. If you don't know about sweet cherries, get to know. They are the GOAT frozen fruit to put on your cream of rice or oats. But you can't get them at Lidl, so I specially go to Tesco's just for these, because they're that fucking good. Also got some cinnamon on there, and obviously be rude to not. Just look at that, baby. Look at that. Oh my God, fuck. Those oats are so good, mate. I've actually mastered these. That makes me happy. I'm gonna treat you all. I'm gonna show you how I make my oats. So, pause the video. I'm gonna put the instructions right there. And I'm also gonna tell you the best oats to buy. One sec. If you don't mind spending a little bit more money on oats, these are the ones you wanna go for. Don't ask me how to pronounce that. Flavor Hands? Yeah, something like that. Organic porridge oats. These are the fucking goats. Again, have to buy them from Tesco's, but they just taste so much better than any other oats I've tried. I need to stop speaking my mouth full, because when I go back and edit these videos, because this mic is right here, all you can hear is just the throat. the food going down my throat, and it's not pleasant. So I do apologise for that. Macros for this meal, up there. Meal 2, 10 to 10:30-ish. Bash. So today's random concoction is frozen smoked haddock with pasta. I'm not really a big fan of haddock, but I've run out of chicken and I've got some frozen haddock in the freezer. So yeah, that's the next meal up. And yeah, I like to include fish every now and again in my diet, although I'm not a massive fan of it. You get a lot of health benefits from having fish, especially salmon. So on a rest day, I'll tend to have some form of fish, whether that's haddock, tuna, salmon. Salmon's going to be the best one because obviously you get the unsaturated fats from the salmon itself. But again, I haven't got any salmon, so haddock it is. I'm not really sure how I'm going to cook it up. I'll probably just type in something on TikTok to get like, actually, you know what? I bought this Old Bay seasoning. This basically goes with everything. Found it in Lidl. You can put it on seafood, chicken, meat, and it just kind of slaps with everything, I'll be honest. So I'll just whack this on, bung it in the air fryer, mash it all up with the pasta. Do like a seafood pasta dish. Again, just fucking winging it here. And we'll see how that turns out. Got some frozen veg in the freezer, so I'll whack that in as well. Stay tuned for when it's cooked and ready. So here we have it. The seafood pasta speciale, AKA something I've just slapped together. But like I said, pasta, veg, smoked haddock. That's actually not bad. I'm doing it again. Sorry. I need to stop eating while I'm talking. I've put in ketchup and mayo with this because I was like, what sauce is gonna go with this? I don't really know. And when in doubt, ketchup and mayo. Can't go wrong really. And yeah, it's not bad. Calories aren't bad for this one. I'm gonna save hopefully some calories later on for something a bit special, which you're gonna have to wait for. So macros for this, just up there. I'm gonna sit down, enjoy this, have a plum as well. Yep, correct, a plum. And stay tuned for the next. You know what time it is, that's right. Cream of rice. And yes, I'm eating it out the same Tupperware. Saves washing, right. So, got the cream of rice in the bowl, been sitting in the fridge again because cream of rice, oats, both taste better cold. Trust me. If you haven't tried it already, try it. So I've got my cream of rice and dark chocolate in there. Then, it's gonna blow. This is the cream of rice we're going with at the moment. Got the chocolate fudge. I've also got hazelnut spread and cookies and cream. I must say this is the best one out of the three so far. And then the GOAT, Perform Whey. Lemon cheesecake. This as a paste is, it's just fucking too good. However, I've run out of milk. I do need to go to Lidl at some point today. I'm gonna take you along. So we've got 30 grams of whey. Smack it into a separate bowl. Like I said, I'd usually add milk at this point, but water is gonna have to do. Along with sweet cherries, of course, and 50 grams of raisins. If you're struggling to get in carbs, dried fruit like this is easy. An easy way to get carbs in. So per 100 grams of these, 310 calories, 74 grams of carbs. It adds like no volume to the meal really. So yeah, 50 grams of these has 37 grams of carbs in, which is fuck all. I mean, as in fuck all volume, but a lot of carbs, so it's good. It's good bulking food. And also 30 grams of honey. Obviously we're going in with the paste. You know the drill. Bit of cinnamon on top too. Every damn time. I'm not gonna lie, the oats earlier were better than this, for sure. But this is still up there. So macros for this meal, just there. I'm having this meal a bit earlier on because I'm gonna have one more meal and then a special little dessert that I'm gonna make, and I've saved some calories for it. I've already added it all up to make sure it all works. So one more meal, which I'll probably have around 6 p.m. It's just gone 3 now. Yep, just gone 3 p.m. So I'll have that other meal at about 6, and then the final dessert-ish meal straight after that, or like an hour later. We'll see. But I'm gonna go to Lidl in a bit. I'll take you along with me so you can see some of the stuff that I tend to buy. And yeah, Afiyet Olsun. That means enjoy your food in Turkish, or something like that. Off on a little trip to Lidl. Luckily, I live about a 2-minute walk away from a Lidl, so it's ideal, and obviously it keeps the shopping relatively cheap. Don't need too many bits today. Usually I'll do like 2 little shops per week probably, just top up on what I need and whatever I fancy. That's the benefit of macro tracking. Just get a bunch of stuff and then have what I want as and when I want it. Nice. So here we have the whole shop. This came to 53, just under £53. But to be honest, I think the main costly stuff is the chicken and the salmon fillets. There's 6 in there, so I think they were like £12 and these were 10. I think these have gone up recently. There seems to be like a fucking shortage of chicken breasts at the moment, so I'm buying like some of these and then some frozen. I know, bad. To be honest, I'm not so sure what the actual difference between normal chicken and frozen is, except for one's frozen obviously. But I guess the question is, how long has that chicken breast been frozen for, and does that affect the nutritional value of the chicken? What do we think? I'm gonna have to do some research on that, because I've been buying that now for the past like 3-4 weeks now, and yeah, but it's like half the price of the other chicken, so yeah, I guess we go half and half. That's how I'm coming to terms with it. But anyway, I'll put this all away, do some work, and then get meal 5 on the go. Next meal. Now, this is the most anabolic meal you'll ever see. Steak and potatoes. Now, this is scientifically proven to not only add inches onto your biceps, but your penis as well. And there have been studies to show that, so this meal is an essential. Haven't had potatoes in a while actually, but I fancied cooking them up. You can make like little style fries in the air fryer. You basically take the potatoes, drizzle them in a tiny bit of oil, not too much. If I was doing a diet, I would obviously use fry light, a little bit of paprika, maybe some other seasonings, bang them in. Steak, I literally just use salt and pepper, and that will come out lovely. So here we have it. Excuse the nudity firstly, it's absolutely roasting in my flat because I've got the fucking oven on the go, the air fryer on the go, and just everything's hot. Right, here we have it. The penis enlarger, 3000. Steak and potato fries. Ooh. Wow, I'm sorry. They taste so much better with a bit of oil on as opposed to fry light. Once again, outdone myself. Now, I'm gonna sit down. Oh, let's try a bit of steak. Look, that bit has just dropped off right there. I'm doing it again, I'm so sorry. I only realised when I start chomping, it's a bit chewy, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what you expect from a Lidl's rump steak. You get what you pay for. I'm gonna eat this. I haven't got the cookies on the go, the big reveal, which I'll show you in a bit. Hopefully they're not gonna burn, we'll see. All right, you ready for this? They don't look too bad at all. Ooh, baby. Sorry if I look a little bit sweaty, it's because I am. So now the challenge is I've got to eat all of those and I go to bed in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But the macros are actually pretty friendly on these. I've bumped them up a little bit, but you can make them more calorie friendly if you wanted to. So macros are up there. I forgot to do that thing, the pointy thing with the steak, so you would have seen it anyway. So I'm gonna have a couple of these and then just eat them kind of as the night goes on. I need to get back to some Q&As now. So that is it for today. That is everything I eat. Oh, it'd be rude not to do obviously a little taste test, wouldn't it? Ow, you cunt. They're stuck to the pan, stuck to the tray, sorry. Fuck's sake, they really are proper stuck. Fuck. Yeah, the bottom's still on the tray. Anyway, it's more of like a thick pancake. Ha ha. That's really hot. That's really hot. Pretty bland, I'm not gonna lie. I've got to eat all of these now as well. We'll leave the video there. Hopefully you could hear me then, because I was holding this away from my mouth. We'll leave the video there. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Yeah, nothing else to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all the supportive stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.